All right, y'all. So I want y'all to comment on this. Leave y'all comments. Let me know what y'all think. But I was talking to a buddy of mine, and he's with somebody, somebody he know in a domestic violence relationship, married with kids and everything. And my opinion is like, yo, if you and I are associates, friends, family, whatever, and you're in a physical violent relationship, I'm telling you to walk away. Oh, I will never tell somebody to leave their relationship. Never. I've had people ask me, call me, and I've talked to people about, verbal arguments. I'll tell them work it out. You know what I'm saying? Work it out. If it's verbal arguments, I would always advise to work it out. If it's physical violence, I'm telling them to walk away. For me, it's a trigger. The physical part is a trigger because I've seen my moms get beat when I was 7, 8, and I couldn't do anything. I tried to help her, and the dude beat me up too. Wasn't my pops, was like a step pop dude, whatever, boyfriend. So for me, that had the effect that had on me as a man. Like I don't. Every time I see a woman or hear a woman getting beat up, or it makes me think of my mom's getting beat up. And as a man now, I could do something about it. So what I would do is if I got a friend or anybody in a violent relationship, and it goes both ways, male or female, because in today's society, women hit men too. If it's a physical, if people are getting physical in relationships, my opinion is to walk away. I don't care how long you've been in the relationship. I don't care what y'all got, kids or no kids. And I know the person I was talking to was like, well, there's kids involved. Listen, let me tell you something. There's a lot of people in jail for murdering spouses that got kids. Let that sink in. You know what I'm saying? Kids or no kids. If you're in a relationship where you're getting physically beat up, I'm talking about black eyes, bloody lips and all that, you gotta go. I'm sorry. Kids or no kids, you gotta go. Because staying in that situation ain't no good for the kids anyway. So I don't know why people use kids as a reason, as if that's okay. Okay, we got kids, so I should stay and get beat up? That makes no sense. You know what I'm saying? Now the kids are gonna be traumatized seeing their mother get beat up all the time. Or why mommy got a fat lip, or a busted nose, or why daddy got stabbed, you know what I'm saying? Or cut up or whatever. So that's my take on it. Physical violence, I'm telling you, if you ask me my opinion, I'm gonna tell you to leave. I'm very black and white. There's no gray area. I'm not diplomatic at all. Because like I said, I seen my mom get beat as a kid. I was 7. I couldn't do nothing about it. Dude beat me up when I tried to help. So for me, that had a positive impact on me in a sense where it was traumatizing, but it made a positive stain on my mind because now I'm like, yo, every time I hear of a woman getting beat, or if I look at a woman and I'm in an argument, I would never hit her because in my mind, I always see my mother getting beat. So that makes me not ever want to beat no woman or see a woman. So the person I was talking to was just, I'm like, yo, my opinion is like, yo, they should leave. It's that simple, leave. Because violent relationships, a lot of people are in a coffin because of that. There's a lot of people 6 feet under. You know what I'm saying? Like, once a person start hitting you, it doesn't stop. Like, it doesn't get better. They hit you once, you forgive them. They hit you twice, you forgive. It gets worse. It gets progressively worse. And there's never a happy ending. And like I said, a lot of people end up 6 feet under, and a lot of people end up in prison. A lot of people end up in prison. So to me, I think the devastation far outweighs any benefits of staying when you really think about it. So my opinion is like, yo, if it's physical violence, walk away. If it's verbal stuff, stay and fight and work it out. You know what I'm saying? Work through that. That's something that I believe is fixable. Arguments or whatever, verbal arguments. But physical violence, I'm no way, shape, or form going to tell somebody to stay in that. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what y'all got to. Because here's my thing too. There's no losses. Let me tell you something. This is something that I've dealt with personally. Like you got a home together, you have finances, you have children, you have assets, whatever. Here's the thing. A lot of people don't want to lose. They don't want to lose their finances. They don't want to lose their whatever they built up over the years, assets, whatever. A lot of people. But here's the thing. The way I look at it is this. Any situation that you walk away from that had the potential to go far south is a win. I'm going to repeat that because people don't understand. A lot of time a lot of, especially men, I've gone through this, and it's a painful thing. I don't wish it on anybody, but it's a very tough thing. So I'm not sitting here talking like it's easy and I'm better than anybody, because trust me, it's a tough thing. To walk away from losing a home in a marriage, through a divorce, or whatever, your finances, you mess up your finances because of a relationship, because it does happen. Tough thing. And a lot of people sometimes, this is why sometimes people snap. You know, they think about all the hard work, all the money they've invested. You know, they think about, you know, she's getting this, she's taking that. I'm gonna have to start over somewhere else, and she's gonna keep that and keep this. And a lot of dudes can't take that. Some dudes snap. And, you know, I'm sure you guys see the news. You know what I'm saying? But any situation, and the reason why I do snap, people, men, I'm speaking of men here, the reason why we snap is because we think we're losing. We think we're losing something. You know what I'm saying? And she's winning. The other person's winning. Because if I'm losing, that means she's winning. That's the kind of binary thinking that drives us to become violent and do crazy stuff, kill people. You know what I'm saying? But any situation that you walk away from that has the potential to go far left, any situation that has the potential for somebody to end up getting killed, somebody to end up getting shot, stabbed, you know what I'm saying? If you walk away from any scenario, situation where nobody gets hurt physically, nobody is in jail, no, you know, there might be some emotional damage, you know, bruised egos, but for the most part, you walk away, any situation that you could walk away from, and there's no jail time, and nobody's in a hospital, nobody is dead, it's a win, folks. It is a win. Because I'm telling you, there are so many outcomes that could ruin your life. There are so many outcomes. All it takes is one wrong decision, one bad decision, one impulsive act. That's all it takes, and your whole life is over or altered. Might not be over, but it will be altered for the rest of your life. You could be sitting in prison for 20, 30, for the rest of your natural life because of that one choice, that one decision, that one quick reaction. So that's what I'm saying. Any situation that you walk away from, any situation that you're able to walk away from, and nobody got jail time, nobody got shot, nobody got killed, it's a win. It's a win. I'm talking to especially young men out there. If you're hearing this, it's a win. Don't think about the material that you're losing short term. You won because you walked away with your freedom. You won because you walked away with your sanity. You won because you didn't do anything that you can't come back from. Or you didn't do anything that's going to set you back 20, 30, 15 years of your life. I'm talking from experience. I was telling the same person I was talking to the other day, I said, listen, I've been in some serious, I mean real serious situations that I put myself in. I'm not blaming anybody. I put myself in them because of this whatever plethora of reasons. There's no excuse. There's no reason. Just life. Made some poor decisions. Bad judgment calls on my part. I've made some terrible, bad judgment calls. And I can honestly look back and say, man, had I not just, if I would have made any other decision than I did, I would not be here. You know what I'm saying? One split decision if I'd have made a split decision wrong, I would not be here. There's so many situations where my whole life could have just completely went south. But I walked away, tucked my tail between my legs, took my beating, licked my wounds, and here I am. I'm still here. And in that moment, I'm going to be honest with you, you're going to feel like you're losing. Oh, you're going to feel like a loser. You're going to feel, All kind. Your manhood's gonna be questioned. You gonna beat yourself up. You gonna feel real shitty. I'm just being blunt with you. You gonna feel shitty. You gonna feel like you are the worst of the worst. You know what I'm saying? Your manhood. You gonna go through some stuff. You gonna have some serious feelings of inadequacy, inferiority. You gonna have all kind of complexes. You gonna feel all that betrayal, everything. You gonna go through all that. But I'm telling you right now, you won because you didn't put a gun in anybody's mouth and blow their head off. And you didn't put a gun in your own mouth and blow your head off. You not sitting around at a bar hungover from drinking your sorrow and your pain away. You ain't on the back alley laid out on a dumpster with a drug needle in your arm. You ain't out here, you just, lost and not knowing, top from bottom, up from down, left from right. So you won. And that's how men, speaking to the men here, that's how we have to learn to look at life. If any situation that you walked away from, any dangerous situation that you're able to walk away from, that is a W. That is a W. Perspective. Change your perspective. It's not an L. And if it is an L, it's a lesson. And if you want to look at it like, and if people want to, you lost this, how you lose this, yo, listen, whatever you lose, let's just go with, for the argument, let's entertain that it is a loss. Whatever you lost, the most important thing is you didn't lose your freedom. You didn't lose your life. You know what I'm saying? You didn't lose your health. You didn't lose your mind. So I'd rather lose whatever. If you want to say I lost, if you want to feel pity for yourself and say you lost your house, you lost your car, you lost your job, you lost money, you lost assets, I'd rather lose all that than lose my mind. You dig? So if you did lose all those things and it's eating you, then accept it. Okay, I did lose all these things, but I didn't lose my sanity. I didn't lose my health. I didn't lose my barons. Like my mind, everything is still intact. I didn't lose my freedom. So if you must admit that you lost something, also admit what you did not lose. You get what I'm saying? And the bottom line is, wrapping it up, whatever, I want to repeat it again, any situation that you can walk away from, where nobody is locked up, shot up, hurt, damaged physically, it is a win. Peace.